Hello, beautiful retreat leaders. I am so excited to send you this email and this video and let you know that we are confirmed to go, which is so exciting. So if you haven't done so yet, now's definitely the time to book your flights and make sure you've got your passport sorted and all those kinds of things, because before you know it, we will all be meeting up in Bali. Now, attached to the email that you received where you found the link to this video, of course, is your welcome and confirmed to go letter, which I just need to point out a couple of little adjustments to that I didn't make in the letter because I just sent you the standard letter. But it's important that you know, because we have the opportunity for a wonderful learning moment here. So a really important part of what we'll be going through when we go through the curriculum after the retreat, first we get to have an amazing retreat. But after the retreat, when we go through the curriculum, it's about, well, how do you pitch your retreat? How do you start putting it out there? How do you price it? How do you protect your investment? How do you know, when's the right time to kind of really lock down that commitment? And our confirmed to go date is when we lock down the commitment and we go, yep, we're going. And, that's when it kind of clicks over to a different set of terms and conditions, both in the terms and conditions you will have for your attendees and in the terms and conditions you have in terms of locking in, your main expense, which is usually your venue. And I'll teach you how to make sure those are really well aligned. So our confirmed to go date, 1st of March, is, when I lock everything in. And like I said, we've got a wonderful learning opportunity, which I'll go into more when we actually get into the training. But it's important that as attendees for the retreat portion, I let you know. So we're not quite at what is actually my minimum numbers for me to go, yep, we're confirmed to go. But we are confirmed to go. Make no mistake, we're definitely going. But what that means is that I have the option as a retreat leader to switch to plan B, which for me just means a smaller venue and going, you know what, this is going to be a VIP, really intimate retreat, right? So I'm at that point right now where I can make that switch. So I'll explain to you more about, how you need to set yourself up so that you've got that backup option, because you want to go ahead and if you can still go ahead and be profitable and have an even better experience for your attendees with a smaller group, it's a win-win for everybody, right? So it's important to kind of understand all those mechanics. So what that means for you right now as someone who is coming to Bali to attend our retreat leaders kickoff retreat is that at this point, I'm still waiting to hear back from the venue because I've asked for them to just extend for me their terms a little bit. So for now, even though the letter says, hey, here's where we're staying, and if you want to book some extra nights before or after the retreat, you can book those directly yourself. There is a chance we may not actually stay there, that we will go to a smaller, more intimate venue for a smaller group. So I just wanted to give you that heads up. I still have every confidence that we'll be absolutely fine and that we are actually going to sell out. And in fact, what actually happened is we had our minimum numbers, but then it kind of became like a little bit of a flow-on effect where some people had actually kind of booked to come together and then brought some other people, and then something major happened in their world, and 3 people at once went, oh, we're going to have to do this next year. We just can't get there this year. So that was unfortunate, but it's all as it's meant to be. And actually it was a perfect storm as well, because when I did the promo for the early bird in the last week, I realized that I had actually inadvertently locked my calendar. So a few people actually just literally couldn't book in to talk to me. So I'm just going to extend the early bird and do another push of promo, and then, let you know that we're locked in for that venue. But I didn't want to hold off on letting you know that we're locked in. We're definitely going to Bali, because worst case, I just stop promoting. I focus on other things, and we have a really intimate, beautiful little group. Now, the other thing I wanted to let you know is we're going to have our first call to get together, which actually will be a bit of a strategy planning call. And that'll be, hang on, I've written it down. So for me in Adelaide, it's April the 3rd, Thursday, April 3rd at 9:30 in the morning for Adelaide time. For Queensland, that makes it 9 a.m. And Central Daylight Time in the US, that's the day before Wednesday, April 2nd, 6 p.m. I'll put it in the email that you're getting anyway. But that will be our first call where we'll get together. And what I actually want to focus on, other than just, hi, let's all meet each other, is to share with you some of the things that we learned from last year's training that will help you kind of really hit the ground running once you're back from retreat. Because once you're back from retreat, we start the actual training and you get all the tools, and we start going through all the nitty-gritty of designing and getting your retreat out there. And there's a few things you can actually do at this point if you want to. If you're somebody who's going, you know what, I'd really love my first retreat to be before the end of this year. And we'll talk about that on that call, and we'll do a meet and greet. So please lock that time in your diary. I will obviously check in with all of you. Hopefully that gives you enough notice to be available for that call. Yes, we will record it, but I'd really want you all to be there if humanly possible. So I will check in with you and make sure that works. And so there's a small chance we might tweak the time a little bit, because I really don't want to make it work for everybody as much as possible. So just the only heads up you need to know right now is we're definitely going to Bali. It's going to be amazing. We've got the most beautiful people on board, which I'm so excited about. Just at this point, I cannot guarantee that we will be at Summer's Cottages. We may be just I have a backup venue that I have used before actually for my VIP retreats, really intimate groups, which is just a bit further down the road. And, if you're like, I really want to book my accommodation to stay before and after, just book Summers anyway. Summers is a wonderful place to stay, and even if it means you have to haul your suitcase 100 meters down the road, it's not the end of the world. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will speak to you soon. Please do make sure you lock that first call into your diary, and then we'll schedule another one, obviously, before we go away as well, just to make sure you've got all your ducks in a row. But start planning for Bali, get out the sarongs and the bikinis, and start imagining all the beautiful massages and the amazing experience you're going to have, because you will. I promise you, it'll be one of the most magical experiences of your life, because it is a very, very special place and a very special experience that I am going to be putting together for you. Lots of love. Have a beautiful day. Bye.